All right, you guys. So I have a Facebook Live going over here and an Instagram Live going over here. This is really weird for me because I am seeing double of myself. And okay, there we go. My Facebook Live is going. One time, you guys, I did a whole Facebook Live in my kitchen only to find out that it did not record. That was a big old bummer. I've got my computer over here. I'm going to make sure that this is live streaming on the right page because it is very much like me to stream this on the wrong page. But I think we're good. Let me see. Okay, I think that we are good to go. So before I get started, I want to know if you guys notice anything. Do you notice anything about what I'm wearing? Oh, my lighting got all funny. Have you guys seen our posts about our new clothing line? Oh my gosh, I am so excited, you guys. This stuff is amazing. It is not a secret, okay? We have posted Instagram and Facebook posts directing you guys to a website where you can get on an email list and be one of the first ones to purchase. So I'll show you what I'm wearing, okay? Let me back up a little bit before we get into our topic. My Facebook Live lighting kind of keeps getting all weird. Okay, so this is the top. This is the open back vest, okay? The back, it's open like this. I like to tie it right here, and it's got the words Fit and Fierce down the back, and it's just kind of a loose one when you tie it. These shorts are fit shorts. I don't know if you can see them in the video very well. They've got the little Fit logo back here. They have the cutest seams across the bum that are oh so flattering. Love, love, love them. So, we've also got, let's see, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you guys every little piece we have. So, I won't. Just go to the website, go to Ideal Fits social media. There will be posts that talk about what the website is to get on the pre-launch email list. Okay? Let's see. Am I going to do a giveaway? I would love to do a giveaway. Let's plan on it. Yeah, I'll do a giveaway. I don't know when. The launch isn't for a couple weeks, so it'll be after that. So, okay. I have got an awesome topic for you guys today. So one of the things I get asked, what's the blue drink? It's just some Crystal Light. It's just got a little squirt, one of those squirters, like those Mio squirters in it. Okay, so one of the topics that I get asked the most, I'm seeing a lot of questions on Instagram that don't have to do with the topic. I will get on Instagram and do another Q&A later, maybe tomorrow or Monday, I don't know when. So follow me there to ask, I'm going to stick to questions that have to do with what my topic is today so we can get a good solid video in. So one thing I get asked all the time is, what should my goal weight be? And by my, I mean the person who's asking me. What should their goal weight be? How do you know when you've reached your goal? How do you know when you should change your goal? Things like that. I have been going through a fat loss phase currently, and I have recently reached my goal and am switching directions. And so I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that, but also help you know how to choose your goal, okay? So first let's talk about you and you. Instagram and Facebook. Let's talk about you guys. So I cannot tell you what your goal weight should be because everyone's bodies are different. Everyone's bone density is different. Everyone's structure is different. Me personally, I feel like I weigh a lot more than people think that I look because I've got a broad structure. I'm not a small person. I'm not some teeny little girl. Okay, I've got broad shoulders. I've got a big back. I just have big bones. I'm not saying I'm big boned like a bad thing. That's just my structure. So I don't know what your bone structure is like. Okay, everyone's different. I can't tell you what your goal weight should be. Also, everyone's lifestyle that they're willing to live to maintain a certain body is going to be different. Okay, myself, and because of my job and just because of my habits and how I know my body and I know how I feel, I am totally willing to maintain a much stricter lifestyle than someone else maybe, than someone else who's out for just more of a general health type of goal, okay? I am fine personally to track my macros, to track my proteins, carbs, fats in each meal, count my calories, things like that on a day in and day out basis. It does not bother me. And I realize for me to live in the body that I want to live in, those things are going to be necessary. But on the flip side, someone else who just wants to be healthy does not need to do those things forever. And they shouldn't need to feel like they have to live the same lifestyle that I do to maintain the body that they want to maintain, because that's just not necessary. So back to the original question of what should your goal be? Everyone is different, and I can't possibly answer that for somebody else, okay? So there are things that you should go off of when choosing your goal weight. Your past. So what is something that you've weighed or a size you've been before that you know you felt really good at? Don't compare it to anybody else. I personally am about 5'6" 3/4. I like to say 5'7", but then my husband's always like, you're not 5'7", you're 5'6" 3/4. So maybe 5'6" 1/2 if I'm slouchy. And I weigh about high 130s, 137-ish, 136 to 138. That's really good for me. And in the past, I've had a hard time maintaining that, and I'm going to see if I can do it this time. We'll see. But for other people, that may seem like a really high weight to them. I have clients who are friends who are my same height who weigh 120 pounds, and they look fantastic. And they are just as lean as me, or maybe not quite as lean, or a little leaner. And I have people that I know who are my height and weigh 15 pounds more than me, and they're at their goal. So everyone is different. So think about your past, what you've been before, what size and what weight you've been before that you felt good at, because the most important things are that you are confident in how you feel and how you look, okay? You want to be able to go into a dressing room at any store, try on some clothes, and if you don't feel amazing in the clothes, it's not your fault, it's the clothes' fault, okay? It's always those clothes' fault, because if they don't look good on you, it's not your fault, it's their fault, right? So you want to feel amazing and confident in your clothes, and you want to feel comfortable with the life you're living, okay? That's the huge one. So many times, especially with dieting for competitions, I've dieted down to a place that is not maintainable. And I know that's not maintainable because that wasn't my goal. My goal was to get to a certain body composition for the stage. And I've done that, and then I've not been able to maintain that, which was not my goal. Where was I going with that? I forgot what I was going to say. Let's see. But the lifestyle that took to get me there was not something that was maintainable either. So let me show you this quote. I love, love, love this quote. I've got it on my computer here. It is, that might be backwards for you guys. Is that backwards for you guys? That looks like it's not even English. Let me read it to you. Okay. It is, your best weight is whatever weight you reach when you're living the life you actually enjoy living. Okay, so think about that for a minute. Whatever weight you are when you're living the life you enjoy living. That's pretty profound, don't you think? So expect yourself to have to put in some work, okay? But you need to enjoy it. So really, if you think about it, if you could eat whatever you wanted and eat junk food whenever you wanted it, all this stuff, you wouldn't feel good, right? I don't really feel like that would be the life you enjoy living, because there'd be too many times when you're feeling yucky and run down and crummy because you're not fueling your body correctly. So if you think about all those aspects, yes, it's hard to eat clean all the time or most of the time. It's hard to track macros or follow a meal plan or whatever it is you're doing. But the payoffs are that you feel so much better, right? Okay, so just something to think about there. So that is why I cannot tell you what your goal is. And that is why you need to decide for yourself, and everyone is different. Ideal Fit, here we have a phrase called earn your ideal. And everyone's ideal is different. So the soccer mom, the Zumba goer, the Spartan athlete, the bikini competitor, everyone's goal is going to be different, and that is totally, totally okay. And that's wonderful, actually. It's not even just okay, it's perfect like that. So everyone's different. You have to choose your own goal, go off of how you felt in the past, but also don't be afraid to let your goal be evolving, okay? So that kind of, yes, this is the new ideal top. I talked about it at the beginning. You can watch the beginning of the this live. It's totally okay to set a goal and then to maybe you reach that goal and you're like, no, I can keep going. And then you want to keep going. Or maybe you don't quite reach the goal, but you think this is actually where I feel like I'd be able to maintain, and you stop a little bit early. One thing about that though is the closer and closer you get to your goal, it's super easy to get lazy with it and to get complacent and think, oh, I'm close enough, I can have that cookie, it's not a big deal. Or, someone's calling me on my phone. Leave me alone. Okay. Yes, I will post the quote. Great question. Or if you're really close to your goal, it's easy to think, oh, I'm so close, I don't have to give this workout my whole effort. Or it's okay if I sneak some food here and there. When you get super close to your goal, your body is fighting you even harder for those last few pounds. So it's even more important that you stay diligent right then and really get to that goal and then evaluate and see, okay, I'm here. Do I want to keep going or do I want to maintain? Okay. So let's go into my story a little bit. Grab my drink. This is my Crystal Light Squirter, remember? Everyone was like, what's that drink? Okay. So this year, you guys might already know this. Sorry, I'm trying to read some comments and answer them at the same time. So last year, if you've been following my story for a while, you know that I was trying to compete in 3 different competitions. Couldn't do the first 2 because my body wasn't responding. For the 3rd one, I ended up doing it, but I was not at my leanest or how my body composition was the year before. So this year, for me in my mind, has been about getting my new set point. So your set point is kind of your body's weight and composition that it will revert back to. So when you reach your goal, it's best if you can hold it there for 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, like around a month or so, before you start manipulating too much. Then it's more, oh, this is a question, how do you maintain when you reach your goal? That's what I'm talking about right now. So what you want to do first when you reach it is to just keep everything the same for a while, like a month or so, with the goal of maintenance. Okay, so that's where I'm at now. I've been going for 2 weeks and I've maintained my weight. I've actually dropped body fat a little bit more. Sometimes you do get a little bit leaner when you're maintaining right there because you're not changing too much. Because that's creating a new body weight set point, okay? So it's much less likely that you're going to gain weight back if you give yourself some time to kind of cement that, okay? If you're coming down in body fat and you hit your goal and you immediately start reversing, and then it's more likely you're gonna come back up, okay? But if you come down and really focus on staying here for a while, then it's more likely that your body will revert back to here as opposed to revert back to where you started, okay? So that's kind of where I'm at now. Oh, so this year I wanted to create a new body weight set point. My goal at the beginning of the year was to try to maintain for myself mid to high 130s. Okay, that's a place before where I've always felt really good. I felt comfortable in my skin. I felt confident in photo shoots for my job. I felt good in the gym. I've been able to have a little bit of flexibility with my nutrition. And so for looking at my background, that's how I knew what I wanted that goal to be. But not only did I want to hit that, because at the start of the year I was weighing like mid 140s. Not only did I want to hit that, but I also wanted to learn to maintain that. And this is something I haven't talked about before, but it's something I'm going to try soon. So I'm going to give you a little heads up, is I want to learn how to eat more intuitively. And that would mean not tracking your macros. And I don't recommend this for everyone, but I've been tracking and following a meal plan for so many years that I want to try and see how I do maintaining without tracking, without using tracking as my crutch. I'm not saying that's for everyone at every point in their journey, but it's something I want to try this year and just see what happens. So I'll take you guys along that journey with me too when I get to that point. I'm not there yet. I'm still focusing on maintaining this goal that I've just barely reached as of a couple weeks ago. So that's where I'm at. One thing about your goal being evolving is my goal was actually mid 130s. But as I'm getting down to the high 130s, like I was 136 today, I've been like 137, 138 throughout the week. Allison's asking how often I weigh in. Sometimes it's every day when I'm really getting close to a goal. I like to only do it a couple days a week though. So it's anywhere from every day. Caitlin, I love you. Anywhere from every day to 2 or 3 times a week, kind of somewhere around there. Sometimes I'll weigh in once a week, but yeah, usually a couple times a week. So yeah, so my goal is to maintain here, then add in some calories slowly, get my calories a little bit higher. My calories aren't low, they're about 1,700 right now. I'd love to get them up closer to 18, 19, 2,000, somewhere around there, and then work on more intuitive eating. So, and then I think I might compete next year. We'll see. I don't know. I just started thinking about it yesterday. I am thinking about possibly doing a different federation. If you're watching and you know competing, I'm thinking about doing the WBFF. So we'll see. Maybe, maybe in the springtime, like late spring, April, May is kind of what I'm thinking. So that's kind of my goal. And that's kind of an example of how your goals can be evolving. I'm also thinking about doing a Spartan Beast, which is the half marathon, like the 4-hour monster Spartan, really only because I want that dang shirt. I wouldn't do it for like a good time, well, a good time, yes, but like a good competitive time. I just want the shirt to wear it, that's all. So yeah, we'll see. So that's kind of my goal right now. Intuitive eating, maintenance, and then a little bit of endurance, and then possibly competing next spring. I think my body's at a good place for it. Mentally, I'm at a good place for it because I've taken so much time off. So yes, okay, one last final thought about reaching your goal and figuring out what your goal is, and this is super important. So everybody, you ready? Turn on your listening ears, okay? Turn them on. Are they on? Okay. All right. This is really important. So when you reach your goal, you are not going to be 100% happy with every single aspect of your body, okay? Everybody has stubborn fat that they hold on to, and if you were to get to the point where you dieted so much that you lost all the fat and you were completely happy with everything, chances of you being able to maintain that are super duper low. So yes, I have reached my goal. Am I completely happy with my stomach? No. That's kind of my trouble spot. My legs and arms can lean out just fine. My tummy stays a little bit more fluffy than other people's that are as lean as me, and that's just my body. If I were to keep on going, like if I was doing competition and diet so much that my tummy was like super duper lean, I know that I wouldn't be able to maintain that. So good maintenance place is a place where you are 90% happy with your body, or 80% or 85%, something like that, and 80 to 90% happy with how you need to live to maintain it. The reason why I don't say 100% happy with how you need to live to maintain it is because everything's annoying sometimes. So maybe most of the time you are totally fine with tracking macros, but sometimes you're like, oh, this really sucks. I wish I didn't have to do this. But you realize that to maintain the look you want, you need to do some things you don't like sometimes, right? Or maybe you are really good at eating intuitively, but it's super annoying to have to stress over getting enough protein in to maintain your muscle mass. Yeah, that's annoying sometimes, but you realize that to maintain your muscle mass and to maintain the look you want to maintain, you have to do some things that are annoying. So that's what I say. A good maintenance place is when you are 90% happy with how you look and 90% happy with how you have to live to maintain it. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. Those were kind of just the things that I have been thinking. Okay, couple questions. How are my ripped hands? I'm gonna go into like some Q&A here, okay? My ripped hands, look you guys, they're so much better. So much better. And Thursday I did the monkey bars and they kind of hurt a little bit. Today I did 9 pull-ups holding a 10-pound weight in my legs and they don't even hurt. 2 weeks later. So they're doing so much better, yes. I'm gonna go through some Instagram messages really fast. I'm going to address ones that have to do with what we're talking about here, and then I will open it up maybe another time for a Q&A. just a random question Q&A. Caitlin says intuitive eating is so freeing. I'm so excited to try. I'm a little bit scared though, but we'll see. I'll take you guys along that journey for sure. Okay, a lot of these other ones I talked about. Can I post the quote I mentioned? Yes, I can for sure. Okay. Okay. I have a couple Instagram messages, well, really quick. Someone's asking, how do I handle stomach bloat from all the protein? My stomach does not get bloated at all from protein. If you did increase your protein really quickly and you do get a little bloated, your body will probably just adjust. That's what happens to most people. Do we have any products that help with appetite? Ideal Shape has Ideal Boost, and that helps a ton with appetite. And you can use my discount code TrainerLindsay, all one word, for discount on idealshape.com. It's so, so good. I love Boost. I drink one basically every day. Our fat burner, the product is called Burner. That also helps with appetite, and it has some caffeine in it as well. Okay, let's go through Facebook messages here really quick. I'm scrolling all the way to the top. Okay, let's see. Okay, some people are asking how much they should weigh. Again, I talked about that in the beginning, about how you need to look at your past and see, you know, kind of when you felt comfortable and confident in how you feel and look and how you have to live to maintain it. That's huge. Okay. Emily says, I can't tell you how much better I feel following your meal plans. I do love to cheat once in a while, but it just reminds me why I love following the meal plans. It's so, so true. Okay. A lot of you guys are saying, I really needed to hear this. And, or this is the point that I'm at. And so one thing I want to say just to finish this off is, sorry, I'm still reading these. Sorry, wait, what was the question? I lost my train of thought. She said, what was the question? She said, just a minute. Oh, yes. It makes me so, so sad when I see women that are just killing themselves for month on end trying to diet away a little pinch on their inner thigh or a little bit of pinch on their stomach or something. Most of the time that's just fat that we're just gonna have. And if you were to diet so much that you got rid of it, chances are you wouldn't be able to maintain it. So really, when you're 90% happy or 80% happy, call it good, switch your goal, move on to maintenance, figure out how to maintain this for a while, and then switch up your goal again, okay? You're never gonna, you need to work to accept your trouble spots, okay? Chances are if you were to get rid of them, like I just said, I'm repeating myself, you wouldn't be able to maintain it. So, okay, I think that's all I wanted to say, you guys. I'm just scrolling through here. Okay, lots of questions just about products and stuff, but I'm going to keep that to a different video. And we're going to call it good, you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.